I'm going to be using a platform called CapCut. So I'm going to head over to my laptop now and let's get started with the tutorial. So I am on CapCut. I've just imported all my images. So I just wanted to take really simple basic images to show you how you can make a message, a story, an aesthetic video. I'm just going to transport these images over and then we can get started. I've just taken all these really random clips from around my mum's house. So pictures of flowers, vases, mugs, just to kind of, set the scene, especially if you want to create those kind of aesthetically pleasing videos. It's really important that you kind of just capture clips of individual items or things that are in your shot in the center of your shot. You don't want these things to be in the side of your shot. You kind of want to keep these, whatever you're highlighting in the shot, center. Another key thing that is good to do is to try and get different angles. So if you've got something, i.e. just this kettle in the middle of your shot, you want to make sure that you're maybe getting different angles. Here I've done kind of like a moving shot where I've taken something and picked it out of the frame, and I'm pouring myself a cup of tea. Subtle movements within each frame, or you can just do still frames like you've previously seen. I wanted to show you how I would edit these and create some sort of aesthetic video or story. Another tip I would give if you're trying to make aesthetic style videos is to try and mix up the speed of your clips. So you might have one clip cuts really fast to the next clip or the next scene, and in other areas of your video you want to keep it so it's maybe a faster pace. Start cutting where I think, so you can see what I'm doing. So I've just created literally a shot of a mug. It is a bit shaky, to be fair. And as you can see, I'm trying to take different angles. So here I've got this sort of angle of the mug, and then we move on to the flowers, which I've taken a slightly closer up shot, and then again here we've got more of a wider angle. So it's good to also mix up your angles, take a mixture of close-ups and wider shots, get that visual interest in what your video is about. It doesn't look like too much now, but once you get some music over it and even maybe some like text of what's in the shot or the story you're trying to tell, it really brings the video together. The main key for me is using the use of different types of music, whether it be jazz, classical, whatever. Just think about the mood and the vibe of your video or the story that you're trying to tell. I like to leave the clip running for quite a few seconds, because once I add this with the music, you will see how these clips work. You may think they look a bit too long now, but once it's with the music, it really sets the mood and the vibe of what I'm trying to do. So again, I've gone from a wider shot scene here with the flowers, and then I've moved over to a close-up shot of the plants. Again, it's just getting that different angles, that different type of juxtaposition, and just something that's visually different. And then for this one, I could do a really quick shot of the kettle. And what you want to do with any sort of action that you're showing in the video is to cut to the action straight away. So if you can see here, if I started from here, it leaves a bit of time before I actually go to pick up the kettle, right? And that's sort of a bit wasted time. It's a little bit boring to watch. You kind of want to start your clip just as you're picking up the kettle. So I would say from about here, because it's when the action's starting within the clip. You want to do something within a clip where it's kind of more action based. You want to kind of cut your clip when the action starts and just as the action stops, and then move on to the next action. That's how you get those sort of quick, fast-paced action shots within a scene. So as you can see, I've cut it at this spot. I've lifted the kettle, and I want to cut all this kind of dead content here out, and I just want to start again just as I'm pouring it. So I'm going to cut again this, and then I'm going to actually just take this out and delete that scene. So I'm going from this straight over to the pouring. It just leaves more of a cleaner transition. You can also then get different angles. So here I've obviously got one angle where I pick up the kettle and I'm pouring it into the mug, but also I could do another shot of where I'm sort of in a bird's eye view over the mug and I'm pouring the hot water into the mug. just start this clip when I start pouring the water in, and now the clip should flow quite nicely between those and just give a different type of shot. And then I'm going to cut it just as I start to take that away from the mug, like that. And then I've just got a bird's eye view focus shot on the mug, a closer shot. So as you can see, the shot here before was kind of a bit further away, and then I did a close-up shot, a nice little aesthetic close-up shot of the tea or coffee, the hot tea or coffee. So let's just go back from the bit where I'm making a tea. There we go. So you can see how that whole little me making the tea, and literally, you know, how you can make that this look aesthetic just by using those cuts, by using different angles, by making sure that when you're starting a new clip, cutting it exactly to the point where you do the action within the clip, you kind of cut out all that sort of dead, empty kind of space. Okay, so we're going to now move on to the music. So now we've got all our clips in place and we've cut them up, we've edited them to the length and the timings we want. We're now going to add music. Now this is the part where it really sets the scene. If you are wanting to storytell just through visual images or through, you know, these sort of clips and cuts, I feel like music is what kind of really makes these work in terms of telling a story. So I have actually downloaded a couple of audios from the YouTube audio library because I don't want to get copyrighted on this video. So I've just downloaded a few instrumentals that I feel will work. So you let me know in the comments down below which song or audio you feel best matches the vibe or the mood of the video. So let's just start with this one and then we'll go through all of them and see what fits best. Okay, I'm just going to cut it until when the music starts. Okay, so I'm going to just put it on the big screen so you can see it. Okay guys, I think that one works really well actually, but we're going to quickly try all of them. I'm going to go through all of them and see which one fits best. So this one's more like a jazzy kind of vibe, so let's see how this one looks on the video. Again, each audio is going to give a slightly different vibe, so it just depends what sort of mood and what sort of vibe you're going for. Okay, that was that one. That was a bit more upbeat, jazzy vibe. I liked it, but I didn't think it worked as well as the other one personally. Sorry if this is a bit boring going through all these tracks, but it is really to show you how just, you know, the audio can really change the whole mood and the vibe of your video. So I'm going to quickly try this audio next. I already love this one. Oh, I love this one. I think this is probably one that I would choose. Oh, I love that. I think that was actually my favourite. Right, so we've got one more audio to try. I kind of tried to pick ones that were a little bit different. So again, this is more of like a slightly jazzy, upbeat one. So let's have a look and see if this one fits the vibe. Not sure about that one. I feel like that gives me the sort of vibe as like some sort of like Christmassy sort of setting, like getting shots of you know, like Christmassy lights and things on the street, and like, you know, little cafes and stuff like that, maybe like in central London. That's the vibe that one's giving me. So let me know down below in the comments which audio you felt fit the video the best. I think I liked, was it this one? I think I liked this one the best. I just think it sounds different, and I think it just goes really well with the clips that I've got. So I'm just going to stick with this one for the video. So now we've got our music and we've got all of our clips. Now what you can do to elevate your video even further and give it more of that storytelling aesthetic sort of feel is add text to your video. So I'm just going to go over to text, and CapCut gives you a variety of text that you can choose, and you kind of just need to choose one that I guess again fits your aesthetic and fits the vibe of the video. Some of these are pro, so if you don't have Canva Pro, if you don't have CapCut Pro, I don't have it, then there is only limited ones you can use. But if you're really looking to obviously, you know, create a lot of these videos, it may be worth investing and just getting the pro version, so you don't have, you know, any limitation on using any of the graphics or any, you know, or anything on the platform. So I'm just going to go ahead and maybe try and choose one that I feel fits with the vibe. So I've just chosen this text for now. You can have it really small, or you can have it bigger, wherever. Just maybe pop it somewhere that you can actually see what the text says. Choose whatever text you want, and then bring the box down to wherever you want the text to start, and then you can change the text on this bit here. So I'm just gonna put slow mornings or autumnal days. I'm literally just putting anything random to show you for the video. Okay guys, so I think I've done it. So I'm just going to show you now everything put together with all the clips, with the music, with the text that I added, and you let me know in the comments if I have created an aesthetic video. So let's have a look at the final video. And there we go guys, so how to create aesthetic videos using a lot of visual imagery, music, and text within your video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot of useful information, tips and tricks if you are looking to create these videos. Again, CapCut is so easy to use. You just saw me do it and it's so simple, so easy. I would advise if you're posting these videos on YouTube, I would suggest you downloaded songs from YouTube audio library, just to save anything like copyright or anything coming up. I am going to show you a video that I made not that long ago. I do have the video up on my YouTube channel, but I thought as I'm talking about these sort of videos, I'll add it in here so you can have a watch. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching this video guys, and I'll see you in my next video.